So we're back down here on the MXGP start line ahead of qualifying. This weekend we've got two riders back in. We've got the return of Ken de Dijker and Tommy Searle, but of course we've got two riders out now. We've got Todd Waters and Max Nagel, but we're going to have a word with Xavier Borg. Obviously it's a new team for him this year. Xavier, how are you finding things on the Honda?
Yeah, everything is going good. It's going better and better. My feeling on the bike is quite okay, and now I expect a good result for end of the season.
And looking ahead to this weekend, how are you feeling on the sand?
It's okay. It's not my favorite track, but we have to ride everywhere, and I enjoy this morning, so hope to continue like this.
Thanks, Xavier.
Jeremy Van Hoorbeek, Yamaha Factory Racing, was the fastest in the time training session for MXGP. Almost a second quicker than Tony Cairoli on the Red Bull KTM factory machine, Gauthier Paulins, Monster Energy Kawasaki, and Kevin Strybos, Rockstar Energy Suzuki. Evgeny Bobashev was fifth with DeSalle 6, Brossard 7, Simpson, Leok, de Ruva rounding out the top 10. As they headed down the start straight, once again, frantic action at the head of the field, but Tony Cairoli, the 222, was soon clear at the end of the first lap and putting some distance between himself and Gauthier Paulin, Jeremy Van Hoorbeek and Kevin Strybos, with Bobashev and DeSalle giving chase. DeSalle in 6th place. Simpson was in 7th. Rattray on the Red Bull Ice One Husqvarna was in 8th, with Mattis Caro 9th on the Wilvo Forkrent KTM, and in 10th place was the number 3 of Tano Leok on the Ritchie TM. That's how they stood at the end of the first lap. Juan DeSalle, though, found himself onto the rear wheel of Evgeny Bobashev around about the midpoint of the race and tried for a few laps to find a way through. That didn't come, though, until about lap 8. But Tony Cairoli, though, was just making it look so easy. Made a good start and just rode at his own pace. Gauthier Paulin tried to give chase, so too did Jeremy Van Hoorbeek, but you kind of get the feeling that these guys were leaving a little bit in reserve for the main race on Sunday. Tony Cairoli, of course, has won here the last 4 times in a row and looking for a 5th victory on Sunday, but had to get through the qualifying race first of all. Kevin Strybos, who's found form in the last 2 GPs, a couple of 3rd place finishes in motos. He would love to repeat that here come race day, and he was in good form in the qualifying race. Mattis Caro was running as high as 8th at one stage in the race, but the Latvian would eventually fall to 15th behind his teammate Jake Nichols. As Evgeny Bobashev, who lives just down the road, as do most of the riders here, was just having a nice ride in 5th position for pretty much most of the race, as Tony Cairoli was able to pick his lines, pretty much dictate the pace to everybody else. Never really looked pressured at any point during the race. Van Hoorbeek eventually found a way through into 2nd, past Gauthier Paulin, who then came under pressure from the number 22 on the Rockstar Energy Suzuki, the yellow machine of Kevin Strybos of Belgium. As once again, Bobashev started to come under attack from the number 25 of Clement DeSalle. Eventually he found a way through on lap 9. And from there it was a nice, comfortable end to the race for Clement DeSalle. Tyler Rattray was looking aggressive on the 350 Husqvarna, and he would eventually come home in 7th position ahead of Joel Roulance and Stephen Frossard, with Tanel Leok in 10th. But Tony Cairoli, though, in a class of his own in the qualifying race. Jeremy Van Hoorbeek, the man in form in terms of being consistent on podiums. Only round that he didn't make a podium was the opening round in Qatar. Of course, he would love to continue that here, but Cairoli was the winner, Van Hoorbeek 2nd, Paulin, Strybos, DeSalle were next.
Tony, taking into considerations the very different weather conditions we've got here than from last year, and also the few changes on the track, how would you say that qualifying race went?
Yeah, it went good. You know, I like this track. Valkenswaard is one of my type of track. I like it a little sandy, not as much as some years ago, but still sandy, and it's nice. You know, I had a good race, good qualifying race. Tomorrow we hope for a same start as today, and we will see what happens.
Thanks, Tony.